Oh man, kids, it has been a very, very long time since I've done a vlog. A very long time. So I've been away. Sorry. The bottom line is apparently I had skin cancer and it was removed. So I had a self-conscious moment. I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom up. So here I got like this surgery stuff. I had like 8 stitches in my face. It was great. So I wanted to do a vlog in the Model 3. I don't have the right lens for it. So you'll have to excuse the very narrow depth of field on the camera. I'm actually looking at a new camera right now. I really want a new camera, but this will have to do. So again, it's been a very long time. About my vacation. So let's run into that, shan't we? Me and my buddy Charlie, we did a 7-day cruise on Carnival Magic. We stayed in one of the balcony rooms. It was absolutely phenomenal time. So we stayed in one of the balcony rooms, and yeah, we did a lot of epic stuff. We went to Belize, Isla Roatan, Grand Caymans, Mexico. Spent 2 days on the ocean. It was just a phantasmo time. So while we were in the Grand Cayman Islands, we what did we do? Holy crap. We went to the Stingray. We visited the Stingray Island, which is right off the Great Barrier Reef. We swam with some stingrays, did a bunch of super epic stuff there. And then later in the day, we visited the turtle farm. And so that was a fantastic excursion. Great time. The next day, we did Isla Roatan. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But we went to this private island in Roatan. First we drove through some really almost maddening part of the countryside. And it just really makes you appreciate the way we live life here in the States. And we ended up on a very nice private beach, and they had security that basically kept all your stuff safe while you were there. And we had this awesome guide that brought you out in the ocean with a canoe type thing, kayak. I think it's kayak is probably the appropriate term. So we went out with a kayak, who you hung on to this little rope tow thing, and then he brought you around the reef and threw bait in the water, so fish came right up to your face. It was pretty awesome. I can't lie. Then we went to the Belize. Belize is beautiful. Oh man, Belize is beautiful. So we went to Belize. Belize was super beautiful. We decided that because we were in Belize and it was the closest we were going to have to some ancient Mayan ruins, that we needed to go to Altoona. And we went to Altoona. I brought the GoPro 7 along through. That was my vlogging camera through the whole cruise. And I kind of feel like maybe the GoPro Hero 7 might have been a mistake. It was a great camera, and it's really designed to be a super fantastic action camera that you just can't beat. The action camera is just amazing. The downfall of the action camera and its hyper smooth is it does hyper smooth in forward really fantastic, but if you're doing any panning shots from left to right, it gets confused. And when you're in places that you'll never see again, such as Altoona, and it messes up your shot by giving you some sort of weird jello-y shot, GoPro, come on. 7 days on a boat. It was great times. I got back to Minnesota, our great, wonderful state of Minnesota, right as the cold weather was starting to hit, and I wanted to do some vlogging in the Model 3. I really wanted to show you guys like what it looked like in the snow. I guess terrible weather. Is it a good car in terrible weather? And that brings me to today. So I woke up today. I wanted to do filming yesterday, and my memory card is nowhere to be found from the trip. So I had to go out and buy a new memory card. So there's no action shots to get me here in front of the camera. So you just have to bear with me that it was cool and very cinematic. So currently right now I'm at Buck Hill Ski Resort in Burnsville, Minnesota at one of the chargers. It's free. Thank you, Buck Hill, for doing that. You guys are awesome. I'm actually right next to another blue Model S of sorts. If we finally got snow. For real though, it's pretty intense. So look at this. So we finally got snow. We're supposed to get like 3 inches over the next couple of days. And I can finally test my theory, is the Model 3 a fantastic car in the snow? So far I can say yes. While I was getting here, the roads here are not super fantastic, and there were cars all over hell. Not really in the ditch, but you could tell that people were struggling to get up places. And the Model 3, it makes some weird noises when it's trying to kick in its all-wheel drive and get places, but I had zero issue at all. In fact, to give you some context, my other car is a Subaru WRX STI, and I love that car. I love throwing it around in the winter. That is the epitome of winter fun. The downfall is I have a Tesla. The upfall is I have a Tesla. So the all-wheel drive is completely different. Mr. Elon Musk, if you ever find this video, please, for the love of God, give me some form of rally version in this car, because my whole enjoyment is not driving a car on the track. I never once in my lifetime took the Subaru to the track and threw it around. Just, it's not me. However, when it snows and when it gets like deep snow, you best believe that I am abusing the hell out of the naked streets, and I want to throw my car sideways and have fun in a very controlled, epic boy racer manner. I tried to do that in the Model 3. I tried to whip it sideways. I can kind of get the tail out, waiting for the snow to come, so I can really give the car a good throwing around and see what happens. So what's new in Model 3 world? I guess Elon Musk announced the other day that he is going to release some new holiday modes. That's kind of a thing. People are up in arms about the holiday stuff and what modes that he announced. I guess there's going to be a romance mode of some sort. Lord knows what that's going to be about. Some new video games and some more Easter eggs. Curious what you're going to do with the Model 3. It'll be good times. Some folks are like, you should spend more time on bugs. I think they are. I think they're just not announcing the bug fixes because that stuff is boring and no one cares. They know that you're fixing it, but we want the cool stuff. I appreciate you, Elon, for not really going into depth with like knowing that you have to fix things. You just fix them and then you send out an upload. But it's more fun when you get a software upgrade that the upgrades have cool things, because let's face it, if you have an issue with the car and an upgrade comes out and it fixes the issue, you're grateful. But it's like, you're like, that's it. And a software upgrade, it's like a mobile phone. When you get an upgrade to a phone, you're like, look what else it does. I appreciate that's what you're doing. At least that's what I think you're doing, or what it feels like you're doing. I really tried to get out before the daylight went down today. Wanted to get up before the snowstorm hit and do a bunch of filming. A big chunk of my day was literally getting back in front of the camera again. I had a giant thing on my face, and some of that stuff can make you feel really self-conscious. When I found out that the day I was leaving on my cruise, that I had cancer, that's a scary thing to absorb. In hindsight, I mean, cancer's cancer, but what I had does not even remotely come close to what people have to deal with. It really doesn't. So don't let me sound like, I don't want that to come off as a poor me or anything weird like that. That's just personally what I went through. I can't imagine the folks that have to go through chemotherapy, even though someone told me that my surgery was more invasive than chemo. No. It's the downer of the moment. I won't keep going into the downward sad stuff. So my mission tonight is I'm going to take this video, I'm going to try and make it pretty, I will try and edit it, I will try and do something creative, and I'm going to cinch it up on YouTube. I've yet to come up with a day that I will truly own and just continuously upload on that day. The only days I have off to do videos, it seems lately, are borderline the weekend. I know some YouTubers will crank on the YouTubes and get you daily uploads. I tried to do that for a minute. I think that's an unrealistic goal for me at this point in time. What I want to do is get back into a weekly upload, whether or not they're crappy or not. I want to get better content, and the better I get at video editing and the better I get at filming, color grading, all that stuff. I want to at least get you a weekly upload. More than anything else, too, come the summertime, I want to get more skydiving video for all the folks that are in the skydiving world that are watching my vlogs. It's winter in Minnesota, so we don't really have a whole lot to share with you in terms of skydiving. However, one of the base jumpers has me designing a new GoPro camera mount. I can't really talk about it right now, aside from know that I'm working with a new camera mount for some, it's not a mount, but it's a mount for a camera. I can't talk about it. Yeah, and the last piece of information that I completely left out, so sorry, I bought a new canopy. The kind folks at Skydive Twin Cities, you guys are awesome, all of you, you're family to me. Thank you for allowing me to do stupid stuff out of an airplane at your place. Anyway, I ordered a new Crossfire 3. I got a 149 Crossfire 3 out of New Zealand, I believe you kind folks are. Crossfire 3. I look very forward to when that finally arrives. I can do a review on it, show you, I guess, what it looks like. Maybe we'll go through the process of what it's like to hang up a canopy and to put it in your rig. It sounds scarier than it really is, but we'll go through the process. It'll be a great time, and it'll be good content. So with that, I'll end the vlog. I've been rambling for too long, but the last video really sucked. I wasn't in front of the camera. I've been shooting with my cell phone. I needed to bring the big camera out and do more stuff. And this little thing that you see in my hand is a remote for my Canon. I mean, what you usually see, I'll probably edit out the majority of it, but it makes my life easier for any of you vloggers out there with big cameras that are using it. It's awesome to start and stop video. I don't have to reach around, I don't have to refocus. I can just come up with thoughts and record them. So that's it. Thank you, kind folks, so much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you kids in the next one.